Welcome to the land of long live play, where greatness is always waiting. Welcome to the PlayStation Experience. I'm one of your hosts, Delvin Cox, and with me, as always, is the Platinum Princess herself, Miss Haley Nicole Miller. How you doing, Haley?
Don't get a concussion, y'all. It's not fun.
Wasn't planning on getting one. Also, with us is the Lord and Savior of PSVG. I did that right. Lord Snurts. How you doing, Snurts?
Well, it's good to be back in action with the both of you. And words to live by, Haley, concussions are bad. Agreed.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, my vision is absolutely fucked and I can't do my job. So
that's the problem.
Yeah, most jobs require some kind of sight, without special tools.
Let's get to it. Let's start with Haley. How you doing, Haley? You look like you lost some weight. Looking good, Haley.
I have, actually. I don't know if I messaged you after my last doctor's appointment. I've lost 25 pounds in just about a month.
Congratulations.
Oh, nice.
So, which is good because for bottom surgery, I needed to be below a certain BMI, which, small side note, BMI sucks and I hate it, just so we're clear. Absolutely outdated medical thing that doesn't really work and doesn't really work for women, just so we're clear, because it doesn't account for these. But yes, I have lost 25 pounds. So I'm down from 260 to 235, and I still plan to lose more, but I am way past where I needed to be able to get bottom surgery, which is good. So
that is awesome.
Yes. Granted, I also have been eating better, and that's thanks to my roommate. So
you're eating better, you're feeling better, you're looking better, you're healthy, you're happy, you're doing great.
Minus the concussion.
Minus the concussion where I can't do my job and my vision could be fucked for months. But,
you shouldn't be a WCW wrestler from the 90s, Haley.
She missed her calling.
So actually I had physiotherapy tonight, which is why we're recording later than normal for all folks. Usually we're a little after 9, but I had physiotherapy. And so we were working on some vision stuff today, some balance stuff. And I had some acupuncture, which is a weird feeling. I'm going to point out.
What, getting stuff with needles is weird?
Yeah. Yeah, it feels weird to have needles in like the back of your neck and one like up here. So
that sounds weird to me.
It was meant to relieve tension. I don't know if it worked. I think it's just an overtime thing. So
D-Life said, does it hurt? That's a good question.
Okay, 2 things. D-Life, does it hurt? No, it's a slight pinch when it goes in, but after that, you don't feel it at all. It's just a weird feeling. Second, how bad is your internet that your son can't watch us record while we...
My internet is actually pretty good. My son likes to do everything else when I'm recording a podcast. He starts like watching YouTube videos. He starts recording a podcast. He starts editing. He does a whole bunch of shit and then like throttles the internet.
He's like, I'm going to download things that I don't need to download just to download.
And correct. He just downloads all of the internet.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane, by the way.
I wonder how many games I can fit if I download them all right now.
Yes,
that's fucking crazy. But yeah, so, it's been weird, basically just being at home. So.
Yeah, I get that. Did you play any games? I imagine you played a lot of games.
I played some, not as much as you would think because vision problems. So I've been playing Days Gone remastered. Love Days Gone. I just got to the Crater Lake area. I don't know if either of you have gotten like anywhere near the end of that game. I'm nowhere near the end. It's just like that's.
Here's a spoiler. I tried playing it the other day. I got the remaster because it was $10.
Mm-hmm.
And I got back to the game like gets you back where you last left off. Like you can take your PS4 save.
Mm-hmm.
And I said like, what the fuck am I doing?
One of those scenarios.
I was like, I'm not playing this. This doesn't feel fun. And I immediately took off.
I mean, here's my thing. I did not import my save. I started from the beginning. So
that might have been smart.
I mean, here's the thing though. I didn't import my save because if I imported my save, all the trophies would pop and I'd get the platinum instantly.
Well, when I imported my save, only one trophy popped. So like, oh, this is.
Well, okay, but how far did you get when you played the game originally?
Decently far.
You know what?
Decently
While
far.
we talk about this,
like
I have to look this
in the
up
game.
now.
7%. Yeah, that's decently far.
12%. Far enough. Far enough. That's
enough.
all you need to get.
Yeah, I'm in the for those who haven't played Days Gone. Oh, your trophies are private, so I can't fucking look at it. God damn it, Delvin.
Goddamn right.
That's so funny. He's like, no one can
get
get my precious trophies if I keep them private.
I can't compare your game progress, sir. It locks your games
right
too.
That's hilarious. But you said 7%. Like that's not even 10%. Like that's so low. You're not even in double digits yet.
Yeah, you're probably nowhere near. Anyways,
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm looking right now. Let's see if it tells me. Is it gonna show Days Gone not Days Gone Remastered.
So is it the remaster feels good? It looks extra pretty.
Yeah,
it plays even
runs
better.
great. Runs great. Feels great. I'm playing on obviously the PlayStation 5 Pro, so like I'm using the enhanced mode with PSSR. Not really encountering any visual errors or anything like that. Also, Delvin Jr., if he doesn't know how, I'm sure you do, and you could go and fix it for him.
I know how. I just don't want to. That is the point of it.
He doesn't want his business out there.
Goddamn right. I know how to turn off my system.
Because we're gonna see that he platinum like hentai shop, and then he'll be embarrassed.
Right.
You platinum hentai shop. That's not surprising. You
got all the sales.
No.
17%.
Okay.
No, that is a decent.
And most of those
amount.
are story missions.
Okay. What's your last story mission? What's your last story achievement?
Oh. Check on Boozer.
You're like 25. You're not even a quarter of the way through the game, bro.
Wasn't planning on being. That's why I'm 17%.
Yeah. No. You're not even like a quarter of the way through the game. I am. So for those who haven't played Days Gone, at a certain point, you lose half of the map for a little bit as part of story progression, and then you'll eventually. The map is huge for anyone who's not aware. It's split into 2 regions, and so for the first half of the game, you're in one region, can't access the other. Then you go to the next region, can't access the original half, and then at a certain point, you're able to access the whole map at once, and it's huge. But it feels great to play. There's a lot to do, and it's worth doing. The thing is I'm now in the part of the game where you have like a bunch of objectives to do in like such the story's picking up essentially. So it feels
like overwhelming because you're getting too many things to do, or
no, not so much overwhelming as like the story is picking up in a way where it's like I just want to do the story, but if I don't do the side stuff, I'm not going to have enough skills for some of the stuff that's coming up. Because for anyone who's not familiar, one of the things that's unfamiliar, that's like featured for this game is hordes, which is just like massive amounts of infected, all coming at you at once. And some of the skill points you need for that are in different trees. So,
yeah, Donnie, you are 100% right. I was doing the math as well, and I was like, well, yeah, he's not a quarter through. He's 17%.
No. Okay, that is not how trophy percentage works in the first place. Do not start. I know my platinums. Don't start that with me. We will get sidetracked and get nowhere. But
Look here.
Delvin
Hate
was
to break
just
it to
like,
y'all.
the hell with this.
We don't care.
It's okay.
Thanks,
Doesn't
Steven
matter.
We don't
Smith.
care.
Doesn't
I
matter.
went in, I played it. I said, let me try it again. Like, nah, I still don't care about this game.
Okay.
And I just took
Either
it off.
way, so I'm having a good time with it. I'm about in the point of the story where they start forcing you to take on hordes, which is good. That's what the game's about. I'm all for it.
Okay.
But the other stuff that I've been playing Expedition 33. Really good game. But I can't play it right now with my vision. It's too hard with my vision. It's really good though. Like I'm enjoying. Like the story is really good. I just can't play it with my vision right now. And then the other thing I've been playing is Forza Horizon 5.
On
The definitive
PlayStation.
version.
The
The definitive PS5 version.
The PS5
Damn
Pro
right.
version of Forza Horizon 5.
The definitive version.
Those cars are so fucking shiny.
They absolutely are, and the game feels great. I'm having a great time with it. I actually started doing some of the Forzathon stuff, which I didn't really do on the Xbox version. So, yeah, having a good time with that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
So I'm having a good time with that. I've occasionally played some other stuff. I played small amount of Stardew with my roommate. And
I appreciate that Donnie just came in here and makes us laugh. Now he's leaving for the rest of the night.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, he's out.
My favorite
That's how you
part
do
was he came in here, said, "Have a good night, folks," and that was still in the chat doing bits. So
'Cause
that's
he
just
had
Donnie
to,
for
he
you.
had to get his shit in like a great comedian.
Yeah,
Got to get my shit in first.
yeah.
Type 5.
Yeah.
I've also played Spider-Man 2 here and there and some other stuff. But yeah, that's about what I've been up to.
All right, Snurts.
I have been watching
What have you been
nerdy
up to?
things. Well, first off, I had an excellent birthday/bachelor party weekend last weekend in Vegas.
Happy birthday. Did you get
thank
anybody
you.
pregnant?
No, that
Then
was
you
my
had a terrible
birthday
weekend.
present. That was my birthday
Very
present
good.
to myself. No pregnancies. And
job.
so it was just a lot of fun. It's some of my oldest party buddies that I was hanging out with, and we do Vegas proper and we go hard, and it was exhausting fun. And then I decided for my birthday to buy Indiana Jones and the Great Circle for myself. Good Lord, they nailed that punching sound effect so damn hard. Like it every time I punch some Nazi in the face, it just makes the same noise from the movie, and it makes me so damn happy. It's one of
I
those
respect
things. Like
I heard that developers actually went out and punched Nazis to get the actual effect for it.
Yeah, and it's weird because they're really easy to find. Like you
Yeah,
thought you'd have to like look for a while to find a
They're
fucking
all
Nazi.
over the U.S.
Yeah.
Some make hip hop songs.
Shit. Oh,
Yeah.
fucking so tired of living in interesting times. Yes, it's on the PS5 is what I got it for. I have not jumped to Pro yet like I like Haley has, but having a lot of fun. It does what a lot of these modern IP games do so well, which is makes you feel like the player. You know, the Arkham game makes you feel like Batman. The Spider-Man games make you feel like Spider-Man or Miles Morales, right? And Indiana Jones and the Great Circle makes you feel like Indiana Jones. You're
For
not
better or worse.
correct. It's not a run and gun. It's not like their other game of killing Nazis, Wolfenstein, at all. It's much more methodical. It's all about story building and puzzles.
It is.
And not action. You get like
It
six.
is Indiana Jones to the fucking T.
Yes. Yeah. I love how you get like different outfits. So I'm only at Giza. I'm not too far into the game. So I had a lot of fun though in the Vatican section, and I like how you can get like an outfit where you're a priest, or you can get a disguise as one of the black shirts who are the fascists. I like how already I'm seeing historical figures that are being part of the plot. It's a lot of fun, and I thought it would be kind of like Uncharted with a lot more action in between the puzzle sections and the platforming, but it's not. It's primarily puzzle and platforming with a little bit of action here and there. And even like the way you unlock skills feels very just fitting for the environment and the situation, because you get skill points, but then you have to find a book, and you can read the book based off of how many skill points you have banked up. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that, in addition to watching the nerdy shows like Andor and Last of Us have been very enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, I agree. Last of Us has been. I've watched Andor. I tried. I couldn't get into season 1. People keep telling me it's the greatest Star Wars show ever, so I'll probably.
I don't know about that, but you know, there's a very hard Star Wars opinions out there. It seems like I never really understood it, because to me it's all kind of mediocre, and every once in a while there's something that's good.
I kind of agree. It's like everything's like, it's all right. And then like, oh, you have something amazing. Like, okay.
I haven't watched season 2 of The Last of Us yet, so.
Yeah, spoiler warning, a main character dies like right away.
Spoiler alert, I know everything that happens.
Yeah, that character is Luke Skywalker.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they kill him right off. You didn't think so, too. They just landed on Endor, and in this version,
Snape kills Dumbledore. I don't know what else to tell you.
Just shot him in the fucking head. Just ended it. Then it wrote credits.
May the Force be with you, Gandalf.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Delvin Jr., you should know, like, I always can go into Star Wars, like, immediately. Like, when I was on Delvin's podcast, what do we end up talking about? Star Wars.
Yes, that's how it goes.
But the only thing I've been really playing is the Indiana Jones game. Like, it's because I've been busy doing social stuff and whatnot, and I'm looking forward to diving into that more. I did try to previously go back into like Shadows of Mordor and Shadows of War, and that was a little bit fun, but I swear, like, after like 2 hours, I was kind of over it. I was like, I'm good. I've killed enough orcs. I've done the jumpy thing over and stabby, bow and arrow stuff. Okay, moving on. So sometimes I get hooked into those games when you come back to it, and other times I'm just like, I mean, Haley has seen this when he's like, Snurts has played 4 games in like 2 hours. It's like, I do not know what I want to play. I haven't found something that hooks me.
My favorite thing right now is that feature, because I share my PS5 with my roommates. So every time, like, they have profiles on the console. So every time I sign into mine, it's like, roommate played this, other roommate played this.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
It's like, yeah, I know. You don't need to tell me.
Yeah, I live here. I know these things. Yeah, there are like there's just a lot of junk on the PlayStation like consoles, like screens and whatnot. Like, all this stuff, and like it's nice to have it all kind of centralized in those cubes, I guess. But like, I don't ever really find it useful. I just want to play video games.
They put a whole bunch of bullshit on that screen.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like when you get those Apple updates or whatever for the phone, and you can have everything on the lock screen. It's like, I don't want everything on the lock screen. That's what the home screen is for. You know, why do I need a widget on the lock screen when I have the app on the home screen?
I mean, that's my favorite thing too, though, is because like I opened the PlayStation Store the other day, and one of the first games promoted to me was Weed Drug Empire.
Oh yeah, isn't that the one Donnie played?
No,
I don't know.
Don't get that one. The one on the PlayStation Store is a fake game, fake news.
Yeah, it's like AI flop. It's not. Yeah, I know what, and it's not that. It's just straight up like
that one must have been
No, you're not quite.
That must have been on Steve. And Delvin Jr., I cannot play multiple games at the same time. That is not
I can.
how I roll. I can.
That's how autism works.
Look here, Haley.
No.
Stop showing your pussy on screen, please.
Hey-o. That was so good. That was so good. Her headphones went flying. It's good to have the gang back.
He tried to climb on the keyboard.
So, Delvin, you been playing any games?
Absolutely not. I haven't been playing no games.
Okay.
I'm not even joking.
Oh, also, I will say Troy Baker does a fantastic Harrison Ford impression for this Indiana Jones game.
He does.
I was cool to see Tony Todd in there. And did you guys know Tony Todd did the voice of Venom in Spider-Man 2?
Did you guys know Tony Todd did the voice of Zoom in The Flash?
He's did the voice of everybody. He's done my voice before.
Yeah.
It was just nice because I know he passed away tragically, and it was nice to just kind of see a familiar face. I'm like, oh, that dude.
Hey man, he's in the Final Destination movie that comes out on Friday. So
is that his last known project to come out? Okay.
Yeah. And also you can see from behind the scenes cast photos that he looks deathly ill. But he still put in the work.
Yeah. They sent him to his final destination.
Now no. Boo this man.
Boo. I was saying boo, Ernst.
Gotta tell you, Snurks.
Yeah.
That wasn't as good as my pussy joke.
No, it was not. No, that fell so flat. Like it got too quiet. All right.
Ghosts are laughing about
know the
it,
audience. Terrible jokes about someone passing. Skip. Pussy. All in.
Yeah.
All in on the
Great cat
pussy.
jokes. Works. Gotta know your audience.
Yeah.
Speaking of knowing your audience, GTA 6 has got delayed.
Yes.
They just fucking with people.
Yeah,
What
I
do we
love
start?
it. Yeah, I mean, so on May 9th, Bloomberg reported that multiple devs are basically shitting their pants because of the move, and they're trying to restructure their releases and everything, and they might have stuff coming out early, they might have another delay. It really kind of depends, but I just found it funny in general that GTA 6 is such a behemoth and such a wrecking ball into this industry that people are just nervously if I was them, maybe try to get a spy at Rockstar, get them hired as an intern or something like that and take some notes of what's going on. But it's a scramble and it impacts everybody. So we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if, in the next few months here, we just get a little bit of a restructuring based off of the GTA release. And they're just kind of scrambling because it costs money. It costs them money if they're going to have to delay it. It costs them money if they have to reorganize marketing campaigns and whatnot. So they want to make sure they get everything locked in. And what I think people are really nervous about is if there's another delay when we get close to April of next year for GTA 6.
I am curious. I want both of your thoughts on this. Is there a possibility that some studios may move back their release date? Because their game's pretty much going to be ready already by fall, and they will just hold it, let's hold it till spring because we know GTA is coming out. So maybe they might hey, instead of releasing games that, of course, haven't announced their release date, obviously, instead of releasing in spring 2026, we're releasing fall now because we know GTA is not going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, they mentioned in the article that Battlefield is already considering coming out earlier than expected because of this move.
So that's one big one.
Yeah.
So what I'll say is I have a question about your question. Do you mean coming out fall this year or fall next year?
Fall this year.
Okay. So what I will
GTA
say
was supposed to come out fall this year.
Yeah.
So that leaves a huge opening right there. Technically.
Yeah. So what I will say is people who are oh, GTA is such its own genre and it's not going to compete with anything. Yes, it does, because great example of this. Kojima talked about this the other day, actually. There's an article about it, but there's also a video of him talking about it. For Death Stranding 2. Even Death Stranding 2 was worried about the release date of GTA 6. GTA just cannibalizes everything it's near. Doesn't matter what genre it is. GTA is the game that people who don't have a console will buy a console for.
Correct.
It
takes over the news cycle.
Yeah, it's that game. It just takes over the news cycle. Will have other developers push the release dates up? Maybe, but it's not guaranteed. Because here's the thing. Games that we're going to release in the fall this year, we're probably still going to release in the fall this year. They might have gotten less market share, but they're not going to push their release date 6-8 months just to get out of GTA's way. That's a cat, just so you're aware.
I don't believe that at all. That was a Sasquatch.
Sure is. She's playing with one of her scratch toys that sends a ball in a circle. But yeah, they'll move up or down, but not entire seasons away from the game. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, this is a good point though. Like movies,
Yeah.
a lot of things just change their date because of GTA. Because GTA is like a cultural phenomenon. It's
Yeah,
like
it cannibalizes everything in sight.
Yeah, and also you have to make sure you actually have a game that's finished and ready to go. So if you're in a situation where, you know, you don't have that product, you're just going to hurt yourself by coming up with something that's not finished. Even if, you know, and you don't want that reputation. You don't want to be one of those games, even with our modern gaming, and you can always update stuff. But so, and you can cash in too now, maybe in the holiday season more, if you can able to get it out there in time. So there's definitely potential, but it is just interesting watching, like I said before, the wrecking ball just come through and have everybody reshuffle everything.
So, like, games that are going to come out this year, probably for certain, Outer Worlds 2. Very excited for that one. What else? The next Call of Duty, that wouldn't have moved anyways. Like, that would have gone. Yeah. There's stuff that hasn't been announced, but, like, when people were speculating that Borderlands 4, for example, moved up to avoid GTA, no, I knew GTA wasn't going to launch this year anyways. It never does. Rockstar always delays their games. Hold on a second. Could you not eat that? That would be lovely. Could you not eat that?
Well, while Haley's saying that, TJI, as I pronounce it, because I don't know, we haven't never discovered how to say this, but TG, I did think with Xbox raising their prices, it might have meant GTA was going to come this year. Raising the prices of consoles when GTA is coming makes business sense. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think they did that mostly because of tariffs and because of chipsets and stuff like that. But it doesn't hurt raising your prices around GTA's coming out because you know people are going to do it. And out of all systems to raise their prices, I think Xbox should be the last one to do that. That's why it's so baffling to me that they did it.
I mean, yeah. So here's the thing: Xbox raising their prices because of tariffs. They were going to do it anyways. I'm sure Sony will do it too. Here's the thing, though: Xbox, Sony, Nintendo, they've all raised their prices everywhere else but the U.S. Now the U.S. is getting a taste of its own medicine because you guys, and I say this, you guys don't ever get affected by prices outside of the U.S. because your economy is stable. Yeah? How's that stable economy?
Your fault.
It's unstable. And it's because of who's in charge, doesn't know a shit. Doesn't know how to do economics at all. And I don't know how to do economics, just to be clear. I am not the person to go to for economics. But I'm sure I can do a damn well better job than he is. Like...
Yeah.
Like, tariffs are not your go-to answer. You don't put 145% tariffs on China and then expect your electronic prices to remain the same.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what we got to deal with now. Everything's jacked up, and we're not getting GTA 5 to GTA 6 to like 2026 probably.
Yeah.
I actually had a story lined up about tariffs that I removed from the doc because I was like, you know what? This is from Thursday. It's already outdated. So who knows where we're going to land on that stupid subject. But it's gonna cause volatility and it's gonna cause uncertainty for sure. And you know, price increases may be a result as well.
So here's what I will say though. Consoles do not raise their prices because a game that is a console seller is going to come out. Generally what happens is it's not going to happen probably this gen because prices for components is just going up. But generally, consoles lower their prices as the life cycle goes on. That happened for every generation before this. But it's not happening now. Prices are going up because so are the components to make the consoles. So who knows? But you don't raise it because a system seller goes out. Because generally what happens is that system seller comes out, you want to eat the loss on the console, and then that prospective casual gamer who only buys like Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty or FIFA. I know it's not called FIFA anymore, but best amalgamation of it. Will maybe buy a game here or there, and then you're eating you're gaining the money from that sale. You don't want to like raise your prices so that even the casual gamers can't afford your console.
To answer what TJ's talking about, he says Xbox is losing money on consoles and they don't care about that market really. It's just so it's for them. It's just I'm going to sell this device, and I don't want to sell. Might as well make money off of it. I think it's part of that. I think the bigger thing is they are now, for all extensive purposes, a third-party software developer.
Yeah.
They want to sell games. They don't want to sell consoles.
That's true and all. But Xbox also, you're not selling your console and you're going to raise the price. You're still not going to sell your console. People who might have bought your console are now going to go, well, I'm going to go where it's cheaper. Because I'll tell you right now, it's what, $499 for a Series S now? Ridiculous. Not worth it.
I think the Xbox X costs more than the PS5 Pro, I think it is now.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Hey, come buy our lesser console instead of a PS5 Pro.
Yeah.
I do think we're going to see a bigger shift away from the PS4 player count to PS5 once GTA 6 drops. I think you might actually see that kind of, because right now it's almost even. There's about as many PS4 players as there are PS5. And I would be curious to see if something like GTA, which people, I would assume, would want to play on a newer console to get the most bang out of the buck. Because if they're spending $120, you might as well have it look good, right?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't bring up a good point. He says, and it'll never happen again. Even without tariffs, the console companies have a free pass with market conditions. Should we let them get away with this? Thoughts? This is the problem with that, Yarden. To be frankly speaking, I don't think people have the stones to do anything about it.
No.
People want to play. And what I mean by stones is people want to play video games. They want to play video games when they want to play them. And right now, as long as I know people say we're going into a recession and the economy is getting bad and stuff like that, but as long as we have money that we can spend, disposable income, people are going to just keep buying these things. And as long as these companies see that we're buying them, they're going to keep doing what they want to do because they're allowed to do it. And that's just how it works, because they feed upon our want for these, just like iPhones. We were in a recession and people were still trying to get the new iPhone. That's just how it is right now. Just people don't have the income to do it, but they find a way to get the things that they want. And that's what it basically boils down to.
Yeah.
Layaway for consoles. I mean, that helps as well. If you get different kind of payment plans, you can still charge people more money and still have them get the product. Or they just buy like one less game when they get the console. Maybe they just get one game instead of two or something like that.
Correct.
Nature. Or maybe they don't get that extra controller like they were thinking of. But yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, so some fun news. If you only have $20, there are over 1,000 games on the PlayStation Store right now that are 20 or less. And these are some big titles. We got like Resident Evil 4 remake, 5 different Assassin's Creeds on here, a couple Needs for Speed. The RoboCop game that is fantastic is $9. If you didn't get it for free already through your PlayStation subscription, you should pick that up for $9. We got a couple Call of Duties, Last of Us Remastered, Bloodborne, few Dark Souls, Uncharted Collection, Mad Max, which I vaguely remember. The Outer Worlds
game. So
yeah, $5. Yeah. $5.
Mad Max is a good game. What I will say though, are probably not for our audience, but if you are a trophy hunter, that is a broken list. You cannot get the platinum for that list. There is a trophy that is an online requirement, and the online servers are goodbye. They're done. They're not online.
If you're a fun hunter like me, you will have a fun time playing the game.
There you go.
It is fun.
Evil West, which is that I believe that cowboy vampire game that we like. That was pretty good.
That is so good. It's such a good game. And if you didn't already get it for free from PlayStation Plus.
Correct. That is something I've noticed. There's a lot of these. I'm like, well, a lot of these they already gave out for free. But I thought it was a pretty good list. I mean, Rage 2. I don't know if I played Rage 2.
That's a fun game. So Rage 1 was
I played that one.
Rage 2 was like, hey, what if we give you a first-person shooter, but we give you superpowers?
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Like the ability to pick someone up and slam their body in the ground or freeze them in the air and send bullets flying at them, explode them with a snap of your finger. It's so fun.
So we don't have like a lot of like new exclusives. I hear exclusives all the time, but there's plenty of stuff for cheap to get on the store right now, and I love it. A lot of these games, I was just kind of like, yeah, that's definitely worth whatever they're charging. I mean, the World War II Gold Edition, $20 for Call of Duty. Go back and shoot some Nazis. Have fun.
There you go. Good time to do it now.
Yes. I like that's our theme of the night: shooting, beating up Nazis. I like it.
Works for me.
A lot of things you can do to a Nazi with a hatchet.
Yeah.
Love that marketing campaign.
Speaking of murdering evil.
Yeah, Doom the Dark Ages on PS5 Pro apparently is having some tech issues. There's a higher pixel count, but the frame rate dips and no PSSR upscaling. Tech experts Digital Foundry have shared their initial findings for Doom the Dark Ages, and it's pretty disappointing for PS5 players, especially those with the more expensive version, the Pro. So I just brought that up because I was like, I like Doom. It looks like a lot of fun, but apparently if you're looking for it to look really good on the PlayStation consoles, it doesn't seem to be optimized there. It seems they focused more on Xbox. So maybe that's what you're spending that extra money for.
They were like, They were like, Bad enough we got to give y'all the game. We're not giving y'all a running game, too.
Right? Yeah.
Hey, I'm just excited for more Doom. Who doesn't want to be Doom guy with a shield?
And the dragon and the giant mech thing.
From what I've heard, the dragon controls terribly.
Oh, really?
That's the one thing I've heard complaints about is that the dragon just does not control well.
If I can throw a shield Captain America style and then hit somebody with a giant mace ball thing, yes, I'm in 100%. The metal music and playing in the background. I didn't play Doom Eternal, but I did like the previous one, so I am excited. I don't know if I'm going to pay full price for it because I just got Indiana Jones, but it's definitely on my radar to play later. And then maybe by then they'll fix it with a patch.
They won't.
No. Yeah.
No.
Oh well. That's what you get for taking our Xbox games. All right, PlayStation Store, April 2025's top downloads. US and Europe are very, very similar. We have Oblivion Remastered, Minecraft, and Forza for US. And then for Europe, we have
People
Forza,
are still
Oblivion,
buying Minecraft?
and Minecraft. Yes. Isn't that
Jesus
insane?
Christ.
Hey, man, I'm playing Minecraft with my roommate. It's a fun time.
I think the movie really gave that thing a shot in the arm, man. So that doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
Okay, hold on. Minecraft didn't need a shot in the arm. It's been on the list for years. Minecraft is still popular.
Yeah, but even then, they're like, I bet you there are people who watch the movie without ever playing the game. We're like, let me give this thing a shot. All right, so for PS4, we have in the US Red Dead Redemption, Devil May Cry, for Red Dead, Devil May Cry HD Collection, and Minecraft. And then for Europe, we have Red Dead Redemption 2, Minecraft, and A Way Out. So Minecraft across the board.
Why the fuck is A Way Out on there? It's just
Okay,
so random.
hold on. Why is A Way Out on there? Split Fiction. It's Hazelight. It's the same studio.
So the people are just saying, fuck it, we want to play A Way Out now?
I guess.
Well, so, I mean, like,
It
people
must be
are
on
going
sale or
back to
something.
playing other Hazelight games. Because,
Well,
I mean,
I guess that makes sense.
it could be on sale or it's also on EA Play. So, it's a good game, though. No Way Out is so good.
I hadn't had anyone to play with, so I haven't played it.
I just wanted to say, like, I like this article because it just shows that gamers have very similar taste right now as far as what's
Minecraft.
Also,
that is the taste.
Shout out to Delvin Jr. in the chat. Just say random Minecraft movie lines.
I noticed that too. I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. It's in the zeitgeist more than it has been in the past, but thanks to the
Water
movie.
Bucket release.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not watching that.
All right. Hey,
I
guys,
haven't seen it yet. All I know is the meme lines.
all right, PSVG family, I think we should all take a vacation to Rochester, New York, so we can go to the Strong National Museum of Play and see who their World Video Game Hall of Fame. I didn't know this was a thing.
That is your first mistake. Thinking I'm taking a goddamn vacation to Rochester, New York.
Yeah, right. No kidding, huh? Yeah. I used to live like when I was a wee lad in that area for like a little bit, and I don't have any fond memories whatsoever.
Your first mistake is expecting the trans woman to go into the United States anytime in the next 4 years.
Well, there's that part.
Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. Point is, there's a Video Game Hall of Fame,
Rochester,
and they're
going to fucking jail.
Straight to Rikers. I want this man in Rikers right now.
Go to Rochester, New York.
I mean, we can hit up Syracuse.
You're like the worst place
Straight to
to
jail.
go to. Places that no one's interested in. Let's go to Syracuse. No.
How about let's go to Salem instead? That's probably more fun
Yeah.
than
probably
Rochester,
funny.
New York.
probably go to-
So their 2025 inductees was Defender, which is an old Atari game that Delvin probably owns.
That is correct.
Yep.
Defender's
Golden-
a really good game.
Yeah, I bet. I don't
It's
remember
down
that
the
one.
street from me.
GoldenEye 007, so classic. Quake and Tamagotchi. And I was like, that's some old ass shit. All of that is so old.
That is why it's in the Video Game Hall of Fame, folks.
Yep.
Good choices.
Yeah, I have no complaints whatsoever. And I just think it's neat that there's a Hall of Fame. And I'm like, out of all the places, I too found it hilarious that it's Rochester.
See,
Okay,
y'all-
you are not advertising this place.
This is the perfect reason why Rochester is great. Higher per capita murder rate than Chicago. Point proven.
Yeah.
Also, bad way to advertise. Come to Rochester, New York.
And then the haymaker, John 32 is like Snurts coming November. Okay, so he wants you to get murdered.
Also, like, why November where it's cold and nasty? Like, I don't need to be like
Especially
Fargo.
in Rochester. You're right on a
It's not
lake,
going to be good.
dude.
It's not going to be good.
That's lake effect snow. What are we talking about?
Coming November, Snurts and getting murdered.
Yeah.
help raise the crime rate.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Delvin gets off the plane, they immediately arrest him. What did I do?
They're
What
definitely
the fuck?
Rochester is like a place I need to be at. Put me in Queens with the rappers.
I think I have
Brooklyn.
I think I have family that I don't talk to anymore that lives around there.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
All right, main topic. It's been 6 months since the PS5 Pro, just about, has come out, and this is the best thing I could find for a main topic. So,
Do all of us own a PS5 Pro?
I do not.
Well, that's gonna kill out 25% of this conversation.
Yep. So this was an article from Push Square, and they basically had their editorial team give their review 6 months later, what they think of the PS5 Pro. Overall, they're like, this is my day job, so I had to get one kind of vibe. and it's not for,
That's a ringing endorsement.
you know what I mean? It's not for everybody, but they have like hope for the future was the general message of the article that I read. And I was just wondering, Haley, if you feel the same way, like, because they mentioned how it's been like, small improvements that you see gradually here and there, but nothing like big and explosive on the scene. But they're hopeful that as more games come out, it'll be like a more valuable purchase for people to make.
So I bought it because of the extra storage space in it. And
That's
because
the only reason you bought it?
I was gonna say you can get an
How much
extra
money they pay you up there? Shit.
Dude, I am sitting here waiting for the insurance board to pay me out. How much? We are not having this conversation.
She's like, I bought it just for the storage. It's like
Also, no.
$1,000.
I bought it for the storage space and for the tech applications. Would I recommend it to someone who only plays a couple games a year? No, but I play video games all the time. So
to talk to kind of piggyback off what Haley said, I bought it essentially for future proofing because my whole thing is, and I think I'll be proven to be right. I think the PS5 Pro is kind of like the mid-shift refresh, and I think it's going to get to a point where games are just going to start eventually running better on the PS5 Pro.
yeah.
Because I think this, based off of the price increase and everything that's going on, I think this console generation is going to last a lot longer than we expected it to last.
Yep.
I hope so. I don't want to have to buy
2028 at the earliest.
So I think this PS5 Pro is kind of going to be here for a while. And that's why I think they were because they were talking about there's going to be another Xbox that's going to be like a more powerful version too.
Yeah, it's called the PS5 Pro.
Yeah, well, there's that thing.
Yeah, it's called What Xbox. Everything comes out on PlayStation now.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it too. If they had a decent bundle that had GTA 6 and a PS5 Pro, that might be enticing.
that's going to be like $1,200.
Dude, they released a bundle for the PS5 that was $1,500.
Right. Yeah. Maybe you get a fancy controller with the hot Latina ass on it. It'd be good.
What a statement.
People are
Latina
going
ass.
They are
crazy.
horny. They are so
that
fucking
character.
horny.
Dude,
Good
the
lord.
memes for GTA 6 have been incredible. I've seen there's not even much to go off of, but my favorite thing is I've seen V Cyberpunk and Pan Am. Good to see you again, or some other variation of that, and it's just like yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
So let me ask Haley, because Haley plays hers way more than I do.
Yeah.
How do you overall like your PS5 Pro? Do you think it was worth the investment?
Yeah, absolutely. I use it all the time. I can notice the improvements. You not so much, but we
I
notice.
I notice them.
that was defensive. He's like, hey.
I noticed the improvement.
Okay, hold on. He bought like the most powerful TV in existence and didn't realize that he bought the most powerful TV in existence. Of course, he doesn't recognize the fucking
Because
improvements.
We had it on the low setting.
I have money. No, it wasn't that because I just bought the TV. I was looking for a TV. I just bought it. Like, hey, you bought the most.
You have money. I don't.
That's your fault.
I didn't mean to get injured, sir. What do
I'm
you want
not
me to
gonna
say?
say? Look. We're not having that conversation.
Okay, I was gonna say, how far are we going into this?
We're not getting sidetracked. Delvin's got a time limit. We're good. No, I enjoy it. I can definitely notice the improvements that are mentioned in the games that I play. So yeah, and I mean, I'm like an all-around gamer. I play everything, right? So yeah, it's worth it for me. I don't know if it would be worth it for someone who's only playing like FIFA or something like that, but
yeah, you need all that extra storage space for all the FIFA stuff that you're going to be buying.
Dude, I have so many games installed right now. It's crazy. Oh, also, while we're talking PlayStation stuff, Delvin Jr. asked if Outer Worlds port is good to play. Yes. If you intend to play Outer Worlds 2, I highly recommend playing Spacer's Choice Edition of Outer Worlds.
Okay, that's good. That's a good answer. I think the Pro is worth it because I think as time goes, like I said earlier, I think Xbox is making it's been said pretty much, they're making their own Pro version of a console. So I think once that console comes out, you'll start seeing more games on that type of level because, developers will start making games for both systems and things like that. And you'll start seeing games kind of take advantage of the system. I think we're seeing certain games take advantage, but not to the full extent they can. And plus, to be fair, we haven't really got any PS5 exclusives.
Correct. Let's see.
That's when we're going to start seeing, okay, this is what this thing can do.
Ghost of Yote will be very interesting to see how that performs in the Pro.
Correct. Once we start getting stuff like that on the Pro, and correction, maybe even Death Stranding. Death Stranding 2 probably has a good chance of kind of showing the power of the Pro. I would think it.
Yeah, it definitely does. And you'll notice it in other stuff. Now, I do want to put this out there. People are expecting huge things from GTA 6 on the Pro. You're not going to get that.
I don't think that at all.
I keep seeing people being like 60 FPS GTA. Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, I would love that. That's not happening, though. Rockstar always prioritizes graphics over frame rate, especially on console. So, no.
So am I the only one who adds an extra storage to the PS5? I mean, that's immediately I bought a solid state hard drive.
I have a solid state in there. I have 4 terabytes on the PS5 itself. And I have a 4 terabyte external hard drive connected to the back of it.
Yeah, okay. Because I get how like Stingray was mentioning, like the 2 terabyte hard drive is nice. I'm like, yeah, it's nice, but I would still add another 2 on top just to be safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just ask me, do they have Orange Gina? What the fuck is this?
That seems like a bad pun for vagina, just so we're clear.
Whoa, this is that type of show today?
Wait, should I be looking this up?
I'm gonna look that
type of show. Motherfucker, you've been texting me about my boobs. Like, what do you want?
Oh,
that is your fault.
It's a citrus drink. God, this seems vaguely familiar, but
I'm looking up this drink right now.
Carbonated OJ.
Apparently, they sell it at Target. And the tagline under it is tastes good. So I guess it tastes good.
Orangina. Yeah, okay.
Well, I know what to try now. Orange Gina. I will get back to you, Jess, and let you know if it's good or not. If it's not good, I will curse you and blame you for all of my downfall of my
I
life.
will curse you and
John
blame you
32
for
is giving
all
it a
of the
thumbs up.
downfall
It
of
says
my
it's
life.
delicious.
Nah, I
How
know
about
it's
Orange
not good.
Julius?
John
How about that
32
instead?
John 32 is a lying motherfucker. I know it's not good. He's
How about
lying
Orange
son of a
Julius
bitch.
instead?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Carbonated OJ. That doesn't sound good.
Hold on. Actually, so there's a new energy drink I want to try. It's from Rise. It's carbonated Sunny D.
That also sounds awful. I don't want to try that at all.
This sounds real good though. I love Sunny D.
I'd rather have the
See,
purple
You only
stuff.
get it at
Stingray-
7-Eleven here though.
Stingray said exactly what I was thinking. Carbonated orange juice does not sound like a good combination.
Actually,
you are absolutely correct.
contrary to popular belief, I've had carbonated orange juice. I've mixed orange juice with ginger ale. Real fucking good.
It's an Italian soda. Oh, you're not helping your case.
You're
just
not.
think-
Yeah, you're not helping the case there, bud.
Carbonated
My son
orange
said-
juice, mimosa.
My son is correct. Think about it. It can't be worse than Prime. That don't mean I want to try either one of them bullshits.
Prime sucks. I have had their lemonade, and it just tastes like coconut water.
I don't know how we got on the subject. You got me. Send it back to Italy. All right, you got me.
Yeah. Send the Italian soda back to Italy.
Hey, how come you don't like my orange drink? I carbonated for you. Come on, come on.
What a great answer. What a great answer.
I've been to plenty of Italian restaurants. They're not like, hey, want some orange gina?
They have not said that. I've been to a couple of restaurants. They offer you some vagina, but not orange gina.
Fuck.
Hey,
That's a whole other story.
you were eating out that night.
Right? Oh, wow. Yeah, I bet he was.
What are we doing on this show?
Fucking Christ.
We got nothing else to talk about. Like video
This is
game
a
shit's
garbage
boring. It's always like
truck
people getting
fire.
laid off or shit getting delayed.
Look
Like what the
Look
fuck
here,
else are we
bro.
gonna talk about?
The
bro?
economy sucks. Everything is fucked up. At
Also-
least we can laugh.
There's precedent for this because once y'all were talking about those cold cheese sandwiches, shit blew up. You know what I mean? Like
That is true.
like it's something everybody can relate to. People are like, I'm not paying for that Indiana Jones game. Yeah, fuck that. I don't know what he's talking about, but I have
Yeah.
carbonated fucking opinions.
Carbonated orange juice.
Carbonated orange juice. That's how you know this country's going to shit. We're drinking carbonated orange.
I just feel like it'll make me burp.
I don't know if I can
It's-
say. I'm
it's
gonna
good,
try it. I'm gonna try it.
Bring it
And
on
I
the
will
show.
get back to
You
you.
know what is good?
Bring it.
Pepsi
Try it on the
Nitro,
show.
though.
Next
Pepsi
time we're
Nitro is
on.
good.
Pepsi Nitro is good.
But they don't sell it here. It's only in the States.
Well, see, that's your fault, Haley. You know what you got to do.
Drive to Rochester, fill up a
Right.
trailer, and get
Sir,
back to
even if I
Canada.
could drive, I would not trust myself to drive right now. That's how bad my vision is.
No, of course. I was just being facetious.
Just gotta do what you gotta do, Haley. Come to the U.S., get you some Pepsi.
Sir, I don't have a passport.
Who cares?
Ah,
Doesn't matter at this point. People do what the fuck they want to do anywhere in this country. They just move in, they can leave. It's a lawless land.
I'm
Sir,
so
I am
glad.
not getting. I am not getting disappeared to El Salvador. Thanks.
Well, wouldn't be the first time that's happened.
Wait, what? When did Haley disappear to El Salvador?
There was that one time at band camp.
Ah,
Fucking what camp?
band
Do I
kids?
look like a bad kid?
Sure.
Well, maybe.
Don't answer that.
Honestly, band kids can be anybody. It's an eclectic group.
Correct.
Okay, hold on. Don't answer that.
No, we are definitely answering that. Look,
I was in band. I played clarinet and saxophone.
I play trombone.
I
There
was
you
in
go.
music class.
Is that? Were you tall with the long arms? Is that the way they give the trombone? So
No, because they ran out of instruments and they're like, here you go, take a trombone.
here you go. This
Oh,
is what you get.
This
I
way.
played guitar.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll play the drums. They're like, no, nerd. Here's a fucking
That-
trombone. Get
that-
the
that-
fuck out my face.
There is something
No,
to say about
nerd.
that. Like we have, like what, 12 clarinets, 6 flutes. Like this is what the band is going to be made of. So we need people to fit those damn roles.
They're like, we need some brass instruments. Here, take
Right.
this fucking trombone and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
There's 30 black people here who want to play the drums.
I was just gonna say we all can't play drums. I was
They're
just
like,
gonna say
all you black people cannot play the drums.
They're like, we have
You-
one drum set, one bass drum, like you know what I mean.
Look here,
One
You have to pick
cymbals.
other instruments.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
They're like, everybody wants to play drum. Like, no.
He
go
wants a
play trombone.
piccolo.
Now, no one. That's who wants a piccolo. Get that bullshit ass flute out my face.
It's not even like a big flute, you know.
Little
Jeffrey
ass
Tall would
flute.
play.
Get
A
this
little ass
punk
wood
ass
flute.
flute out my face. No,
Oh my
I'm not
Peter
playing
Pan, get the fuck out of here.
No.
That was
Like,
fun.
you take the piccolo, you take the trombone. Give me the fucking trombone. That's how that
Right.
happened. Played trombone for like 4 years.
Oh wow, you went deep for it, man. I only lasted 2. I got out by 8th grade. I was like, I'm done with this shit.
I played from junior high school to high school.
Oh, nice, very
Yeah, I
good.
played for a while. They were like, I did like marching band for a while and stuff like that.
My
that
cousin
pretty
was
fun.
big into that. He loved it.
Yeah, I was-
All the fancy outfits and whatnot.
Yeah, I was pretty cool. I was pretty
He
good.
did a tuba and sousaphone for that kind of stuff too. So he was working. He was like
Oh.
carrying that as heavy shit.
Trombone's time to shine was fucking Eye of the Tiger, baby.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That was
Trombone, Eye of the Tiger. What the?
that
fuck?
was our goddamn moment. Like, hey, it's time to play Eye of the Tiger. This is our song. This is where we
There you
shine,
go.
folks.
So for the Lawrence Middle School band, it was all about Louie Louie. That was the big one, and the guy would let us do solos in the middle of like the song if we wanted. And so my buddy did the Flintstones. So he stands up for this concert and he just starts belting out like brum, 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 in the middle of Louie Louie, which doesn't make any
I
sense.
respect it.
But it was really cool and a memory that I still have to this day. And then I tried the Jeopardy song, but nobody liked that. They're like, that's a snoozer. Like we have this upbeat song and you're going to come up here on your alto sax and be like, me, 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 me.
Oh, we was
we were like, what the
playing
fuck are you
like-
doing?
we was playing like Eye of the Tiger. We was playing
Sure.
the OJs, Backstabbers. We was playing like stuff like that. We was playing like a lot of soulful songs.
We were doing a lot of 60s hits. So like Louie Louie, California Dreamin', stuff like that.
Band-Aids were fun.
Yeah, I got no regrets. I just eventually didn't want to practice and decided to take typing instead.
No, I stopped because I got to 9th grade and they were like, oh, we got to haze you to get in this band. Like, the fuck you do? I will fuck you up. And
Nah,
that ended my band career promptly. They were like, oh, yeah, you got to go through hazing or something like that. Like, no, that's not how that works, fam.
See, my hazing was being shoved in a locker.
That's not hazing. That's kind of abuse.
Yeah.
I
I don't
mean,
know
that-
I mean, I wasn't shoved into a locker. I was shoved against a locker a couple times.
No,
but
I was
not
shoved into it. I was locked in it, and the teacher had to come looking for me.
Look,
That sucks.
my big ass is not fitting in a little locker.
Okay, but I was
Yeah.
stick thin rail. I was like rail thin, and I could stick my hands under my rib cage, and they weren't like the tiny like half lockers. They were like the whole size locker. So they just shoved me in the locker and locked it,
I
and then the
can't believe
teacher
that
had to
they-
come looking for me.
That people actually did that goofy shit.
Yeah. I mean, it comes from somewhere. And then they see it in a movie or TV show and they're like, oh, here's the great idea.
Oh, let's try this. Let's shove somebody in the locker.
Yeah.
I promise you, if I was like walking down in class and see somebody getting stuffed in a locker, I would literally beat the fuck out of that person. Just
Yeah,
out of principle.
but see, I was the queer kid in high school. I hadn't even come out yet, and I had people were like queer, so they did it. Also, Delvin Jr., what the fuck?
Galvin Jr. is trying to have his own, he wants his own
Don't-
bits.
Don't
He's trying to
listen
do.
him.
He's trying to
He
do
was-
his like George Wallace impression. He's like, I took my own
Also-
lunch.
Also,
I pushed
what
myself in my own locker
sir?
and
You were
whatnot.
homeschooled. What locker?
Exactly.
Oh, he was
The
homeschooled?
NBA 2K locker
Yeah, he's definitely
that
trying
they
to.
gave you for 2K 2020. The little small one.
Delvin Jr. hitting the open mics, trying to get that tight 5.
He trying to leave on the edge like Donnie did. Like,
Yeah, Donnie just wanted to fucking Donnie.
fucking Donnie. That's the answer. Fucking Donnie. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. John 32. Bullies need to get the shit kicked out of themselves.
Yeah.
they do.
I definitely have my memories, and I did not like it.
Also, I tried to
bit.
drop kick my bully, and he caught my foot in midair and flipped me on my ass.
Look.
So,
Haley, sweetie, baby girl. Yeah, the cat is trying to tell you what I'm trying to tell you. The pussy is talking to you. Listen. In a fight, you never let your feet leave the ground. That is like rule number one of a fight. Unless you're fucking Jim Cotta or Jean-Claude Van Damme, your feet should not be leaving the ground on any point in time in a fight. Never. Not once. That is rule number one of a fight. Feet stay on the ground. Unless you're Van Damme.
Yeah, no, it's different. I'm imagining that guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia who thinks he could do a roundhouse kick, but it never goes above his waist. No, it's not Charlie. It's the other black-haired guy.
Matt?
Yeah, he tries like
the other
roundhouse.
white guy.
Yeah, he does roundhouse kick, and it's like it looks like something a 5-year-old would do.
I actually
Dennis?
can do a roundhouse kick.
No, it's not Dennis.
And I still won't lift my feet off the ground to do a fight.
Sure, yeah.
I took martial arts for like 4 years.
Ah, nice.
Don't let your feet leave the ground. Better yet, don't you? Unless you're like Bobby from King of the Hill.
You took my purse.
Just kick him with the balls.
Yeah, right in the balls. That's right in the balls.
Pull a Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle. Handbag. Break inside of it.
Yeah. I never told you what I took martial arts. I took martial arts for like 4 years.
I think I took martial art. I think I took karate for 4 months at a community park.
I keep telling people that I can fight, and they don't believe me until I beat the shit out of them.
I don't like to fight, and I haven't really fought. I wasn't intending to fight either. I just wanted the kid to leave me alone, but instead, no. He caught my foot in midair, flipped me on my ass, and then dumped a bottle of Coke on my head.
That's why you do like Bobby from King of the Hill.
Yeah,
kick him in the balls.
Right in the balls.
Pull a Dale from King of the Hill. Pocket sand.
That too. That works. That also works.
But then you have sand in your pocket, and that can mess up your washing machine.
Yeah, sand in your pocket is not fun.
No.
Because you're always just randomly just finding sand.
I mean, that's how we got Darth Vader.
It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
Yeah, he had sand in his pocket, and he got really bitchy.
What are we doing?
Okay. All right.
Let's get to these questions, apparently. Because we are talking about fights and
nonsense.
Pussy and nonsense and
I mean, we can talk about bottom surgery, but I don't know how many people want to hear about that.
Questions.
Terps fan asks, what's everyone's hype level for Death Stranding 2? Stepping on the beach.
Insert Sephiroth meme here.
That's because Death Stranding 2 is called. Because Death Stranding 2 is called Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Yeah, I know. And
Why
also
do I
apparently takes place in Mexico and Australia.
And every time I hear that name, I just think of that SpongeBob meme. That's stepping on the beach.
Yeah, but also somebody has edited that SpongeBob meme to be Sephiroth from Final Fantasy, so it's Sephiroth as SpongeBob.
I appreciate that.
Stepping on the beach. Do, 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 do.
For whatever reason, I just think of Kenny G and that slow saxophone.
I like
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
What's my hype level for Death Stranding 2? I own Death Stranding 1 and haven't played it, so
yeah, I don't have any.
never want to dance again. Guilty feet, it's got no rhythm.
Yeah, that's
Yo, is that your hype level for Death Stranding 2?
Yes. It's about a solid.
Are you gonna
7.
play it?
Yeah, of course. I like Death Stranding 1.
Okay,
I like it a
played
lot.
I own it.
It's
I own
very
it twice, actually.
Once you get into the loop of like carrying a bunch of shit on your back and all that stuff, it's very addictive. Just sitting there playing and having fun. It's just very time consuming. I like Death Stranding 1 a lot. I got like hooked on that game for a while. Especially once they gave you a gun. Like, hey, you can shoot things now. Like, all right, fuck this. I'm ready to go. So I'm excited for it. I'm gonna say a 7, maybe an 8, maybe a solid 8 out of 10.
My only hope is that Conan O'Brien does another Clueless Gamer and just brings it back for like a YouTube bit or whatever, and he plays
That'd
Death
be
Stranding
also
too.
great.
Because
I
he's
think he was in Death Stranding.
correct, and that's why I bring
that's the
it
joke
up.
is that he was in Death Stranding 1.
Yeah, and he's like, there was even a little bit of a promo bit where he hits up the creator and was saying something along the lines like, "Can you make me like something cool, not a dork?" You know.
Whoa.
There's a Kenny
This
G
kid-
board game. Are you
We
kidding
have to
me?
find this.
Oh man, I'm so stoked. Like, what does no. Way to derail the podcast, Yarden.
Hold on.
Derail the podcast when Delvin has a hard out in 18 minutes.
Look here.
We only have 3
Is
questions.
this it? Oh my God.
God.
Kenny G keeping it sexy.
Keep it sexy.
We have to play this
12
game.
and up. It's only $10. Ages 12 and up for 2 to 5 players, 30-minute gameplay. I mean, that's perfect. That's a podcast right there.
Also has a rating of 5.9.
GOAT.
That's yeah. You know what? That's better than a 5.5.
Haley, we are
Yeah.
we are getting ready to keep it sexy, baby. Let's go. I love it.
Crazy.
I appreciate on the site I'm looking on QVC, it says color, multi, size, one size fit most. It's a board game. You need the size for it.
Like, what are you putting it on? It's not a
Size
t-shirt.
for board
What
game.
are you doing? Are you putting your dick in the board game? Why do you need the size? One size fit most.
There's
All right.
dice, cards. We look like we got a little saxophone like cutout thing.
We are playing this game.
Wow. Fuck.
Keeping it sexy. I like it.
Damn.
I like it a lot.
I just learned something today.
Oh, we Googled it.
Oh yeah, we
Googled
did.
it.
We Googled the shit out of that. Now I'm gonna see that in my Amazon. Hey, are you sure you don't want to keep it sexy?
I'm definitely keeping it sexy.
Wow.
All right.
What a
Second
world.
question from Jackie G. 2D God of War. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
I'll give it a thumbs
I'm
up.
down. I'm down for it.
You
Yeah, why
got 3
not?
thumbs up.
What
Like-
it as
Thumbs
long
up.
as it's not like a roguelite and it's more of an action experience, I'd be in.
Like Prince of
Sure.
Persia. Like the Prince of Persia one.
That was a
Yeah,
rogue.
that'd be fine.
That was a
no.
good one.
Yeah, that was.
No, no. So
No, I'm sorry. I've got my comment. No, Metrovania. As long as it's not a Metrovania game.
Correct.
That's what I don't want.
Okay,
I don't,
hold on. I have a question for you though. God of War 2018. What genre is that?
action. I
It's a
don't know.
Metroidvania. Just
It is
telling you that right
Metroidvania.
now. God of War 2018 and Ragnarok are both Metroidvanias. They're just action Metroidvanias.
They're just very good.
But they're not like 2D.
So we don't care. They're so good, we don't care.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how that works.
And also, it'd probably be like Hades if it was 2D.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Not
tough.
rogue. It doesn't have to be roguelike.
No,
but
I
the
misspoke
gameplay
with the
loop.
roguelite, but I know what you mean. You're talking about that.
And also for Prince of
top-down
Persia,
action.
there's 2. You were thinking of there is a Prince of Persia roguelike game, and there is a Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking the Lost Crown when I was doing the platforming thing. So
Yeah,
Third question from Lena Fio.
it's Miss Fio, but yeah, her Discord display name is Lena
Miss
Fio.
Fio. Let's go, baby. 3D God of War. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
no, nah,
Big thumbs up.
nah. Of course,
I love God of War 3D games.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Kratos rocks. Him and the
Yes, he does.
badass son. Yeah, let's go, baby.
Now,
I mean, the
would you
next
play-
game is probably gonna.
Would you guys
The
play a
next game's
game
probably gonna be
that's
set.
Atreus focused and they had the death of Kratos in it?
If it was Death of Kratos, I'm fine with. But if the entire game is playing as Atreus, I'm out.
I wouldn't
And not
mind it
because I don't like Atreus. Atreus is a good character. He just does not.
And I
He's
wasn't
not-
thinking of the young Atreus. I was thinking of a fully grown.
That's
I
what I
mean,
was gonna
fully
say.
grown, even still, Atreus doesn't have the strength though, which is not what you would go to a God of War game
But
for.
he would be, well, should I pour that? Fuck it. It's been
Hold on,
goddamn several years.
Hold on. Spoiler warning for God of War Ragnarok in 1, 2, 3, go.
He's fucking Loki.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, so he would have the abilities of Loki, I would assume.
Which would be amazing because you can do like shape shifting and
Okay, hold on.
speaking to animals and
Casual
Fucking
reminder:
animals.
the powers
What kind of
of
God of War
Loki
you was
from
playing?
speaking of the, the wolves.
Casual reminder that the powers of Loki from actual Norse mythology are different than the powers of Loki in Marvel. For anyone who's not familiar, slight differences for sure. So
He'll have a wolf.
to be fair,
It'll be cool.
it's a video game. Just make it whatever the fuck you want to make it.
yeah, I know, but
It's different. You're correct.
yeah,
But he's the trickster god, so you would do tricky
is.
things.
Yes.
yeah, but that's not why I go to play God of War.
Will it be God of Atreus, God of Loki, Loki of War.
No, they were just one word, boy,
Yeah.
and then man.
Yes.
I mean, either way, I am down for the next God of War game, which is likely going to be set in Egypt. So
I would assume
There you
Farah and Kratos go to Egypt and do all that kind of stuff. They hinted at that pretty heavily in
Yeah.
multiple
Kratos is
games.
just gonna kill all the pantheon. I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, that's the whole point,
I mean,
right? They
but
thought
that's the
that in
thing,
the
though.
original trilogy, they were going to like keep it like they're actually going to bounce away earlier, is my understanding, away from the Greek mythos, but it ended up not working that way, and they did, just a three-parter.
So here's the thing, though. Spoilers for God of War Ragnarok in 1, 2, 3, but it doesn't have to be him killing the Pantheos. Because remember, at the end of God of War Ragnarok, Kratos isn't just the God of War now. He's the God of War willingly. And he chose to be the God of War at this point because he's now on the council and could lead an expedition to go and
Kill the
broker
Pantheon.
peace. Like, he doesn't have to be killing the Pantheon. It could be an exploratory thing where someone's trying to attack him.
So
but he
you're
doesn't
like-
have to.
I don't want Atreus because that doesn't fit the God of War gameplay, but diplomat
So-
Kratos, like where you're going to have like peace
So-
negotiations.
Let's get right to it, man. Let's stop playing. How soon before we get to Kratos killing Jesus? Because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, yo,
That's the DLC for Egypt. He goes to Nazareth and he
He's just gonna
smugs
kill
baby
Jesus.
God
Jesus.
of War Nazareth, and he's just
Yeah.
out there
Kill
sucker
kill
punching Jesus.
Yeah.
in the
Moses.
face.
Yeah.
like,
You make the three wise men actually have like secret powers and abilities, so they have to have like the three wise men fight, right?
yeah,
And then you can take on baby Jesus.
yeah.
How many
That would
people
cook
want to
him.
kill us right now?
Everyone. That's what they're gonna do. They're doing everything else. They're gonna just get like, oh, let's go to it.
Yeah.
Don't do that, by the way. God of War.
Yeah, please don't.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's a really bad idea.
Yeah. No kidding. Yeah, it's gonna be
Bad enough
controversial.
Tony Santa Monica knows it's a bad idea, just so we're
Bad
clear.
enough
I don't
we
think
got
you
that
have
game.
to worry about that.
Bad enough we got that game that you can buy on Steam that's like Jesus Fight. Where you just picked all these mystical characters. Like you can pick like who all the characters is Jesus. It's Moses. It's the Dalai Lama. It's all these like
Hold
religious
on, there's a
characters.
game on
Oh,
Steam
really?
called Jesus Fight.
It's not called Jesus Fight. I can't remember the name, but you basically pick different gods and different deities to fight as.
That's
I can't remember the name of it.
Fight of the Gods on Steam.
Yo, there you go. There it is. Fight of the gods. I was close. Jesus Fight.
That's wild.
Your prayers have been answered for the first time ever. Gods, holy spirits, and mythological characters from around the globe and throughout history will clash in an explosive 2D fighter where the entire world is at stake.
And I think they have like fatalities too, which is wild.
This actually looks pretty decent.
All right. Our final question. This is the perfect time question to end this show with. Who is the best video game mother?
There's not a lot of video game moms out there, right? I was really struggling to come up with an answer for this.
Well, technically there's Genova from Final Fantasy VII. Who's
Okay, never
kind
played
of a
that
mother.
game.
Hold on. Did we not add the last question?
There's another question?
Yes, there is. It's right underneath who's the best video game mother.
It ain't on mine.
It's in the Discord. It's from Stingray.
Let me
But we'll
try
answer
the
this
first
one first.
I would hope so.
Yeah. This isn't a controversial answer because they wouldn't technically be the character's mother, but it's what I'm going with. Gaia.
Okay.
From God of War.
No, Gaia from Horizon.
Oh, from Horizon.
Well, that's a good one. Well, Boss technically would be considered that from Metal Gear. Snake Eater.
I've never played Metal Gear, so I don't know.
She had a weird relationship with Snake, to say the least. Mother figure. Who else is a mother? Video game mothers.
I was thinking Freya, but she's not really good.
Elena from Uncharted.
That is the answer. That is the default answer.
I Googled video game moms, and the first one that comes up is Cooking Mama. That's so.
That is also the great answer.
I mean, yeah.
We also have Yennefer from the
Good.
Witcher
Good one.
series. Sonya Blade.
Yennefer's a good one.
Sonya Blade is a mom. So that
Sonya
Yes,
Blade
she
is
is.
not a good mother, though.
Oh yeah, okay, good. I forgot they have to be good.
Yes.
Nyx from the Hades.
That works.
Yeah. Mother Penguin from Penguin thingy. I don't know. Oh, from Super Mario 64. I see.
Okay. Hey.
That's kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel there.
Yeah. John 32. No. Incorrect buzzer noise.
Oh, she's a different kind of mama. She's a mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Sugar Mama.
Incorrect buzzer noise.
That is the correct answer. That's the answer we're going with now.
Okay. Uh-huh.
All right. This question from Stingray X is the final question for the night, and this is perfect for Haley because this is what she's doing right now. What is your most recent chill out and veg game?
Horizon. Forza Horizon 5.
What about you, Snurts?
I mean, I always chill out and veg when I'm playing video games. So Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Every game.
Yeah, every game I play, I chill out. I don't like that high intensity all the time. Every once in a while, maybe. But if I'm on the edge of my seat for more than a few minutes, I'm going to get tired.
No, I don't have a chill out. I don't have a chill out and veg game. I just
Maybe Beloutro. That'll be my casual game that I'll just pull out every once in a while.
You know what your casual game should be? Bolt gun.
That sounds very casual.
Warhammer 40k bolt gun. It just.
Oh yeah, that's going to come out this month, right? As one of the free ones.
It's already they're already out there. So is Beloutro.
Okay.
Check. I just stare at a wall for several hours like a daredevil villain.
Sir, you would have to have free time to play video games to do that.
No, I don't. I don't have free time. My free time is on a podcast.
That was the joke. That was the
exactly.
joke.
Have you ever tried like playing video games while you podcast, or is the button clicking just going to get super annoying?
I think Donnie would get very mad at me playing video
Yeah.
games while I'm podcasting.
Hold on here. Donnie can't get mad at you. He was playing Grand Theft Auto 5 while recording a podcast.
That is also true. I can't do what he does. When the mice is where the cats will play, or whatever the fuck they say, I don't know what it is. In the goddamn show, Haley.
Granted, he was doing it on Steam Deck, but still, he can't yell at you for doing the same shit he does.
Do what he says, not as I do. Banana Rama. In the goddamn show. Look here, Cosmopolitan. We don't give a fuck about your fucking viewers for Streamaboo. Fuck off.
Okay, hold on. My favorite thing is that you just announced that there's a bot in chat that nobody else can see their comments, by the way.